Look at the absolute destruction happening in the state of Texas. We are live from Houston, the city of space exploration, massive pickup trucks, and tonight, the city where the Uzbekistan national team got launched directly into a black hole. The humidity is sitting at a completely illegal 99%. But the only thing hotter than the Texas sun was the Portuguese firing squad. Group K has officially turned into an internationally televised crime scene. Portugal walked into NRG Stadium, looked at their opponents, and entirely nuked them from orbit. 5-0. A completely unprovoked, devastating footballing massacre. Let us set the stage, my toxic football bros. Portugal drew their first match. The internet was laughing for an entire week. The tactical nerds with their little whiteboards and zero ball knowledge were recording podcasts in their mother's basements. They said Roberto Martinez was an absolute fraud. They said his tactical philosophy consists of closing his eyes and hoping his superstars do something magical. They said the team was entirely too slow, entirely too old, and a certain 41-year-old man needed to be permanently exiled to a retirement home where they only serve liquid soup and play bingo at 4 in the afternoon. But did you actually think he was finished? Did you actually think the ego of this man would allow him to go quietly into the night? Cristiano Ronaldo dos Santos Aveiro is 41 years old. Let me repeat that. 41. Most men his age are complaining about lower back pain when they get out of a Honda Civic. Most men his age are entirely out of breath walking up a single flight of stairs. But this man is out here completely terrorizing a group of Central Asian defenders who look like they want to cancel their credit cards and go back to the hotel. He has been drinking pure, unflavored water and eating dry chicken breasts for 2 decades. And it has turned him into a biological weapon. First half, the absolute inevitability of the man. The haters are frantically typing their tweets, getting ready to call him a washed-up Saudi Pro League merchant. And boom, he scores. And then, before you can even hit backspace and delete your drafts, boom, he scores again. A first half brace, 2 absolute daggers right into the heart of the haters. He is treating this World Cup match like a glorified training session in Riyadh. He hits the CU celebration so incredibly hard. The structural integrity of the Houston Stadium is temporarily compromised. Texas actually registered a minor earthquake. Stop the simulation. Call the Guinness Book of World Records immediately. 6 different World Cups. He is the first male player in the history of the human species to score in 6 different World Cups. Do you understand the sheer lunacy of that statistic? He was scoring World Cup goals when flip phones were considered high-end technology. He was scoring World Cup goals when some of his current teammates were literally still in diapers watching morning cartoons. Father Time knocked on his door, and Cristiano Ronaldo absolutely two-footed him down the stairs. And guess what else? He just officially surpassed the legend Eusébio as Portugal's all-time leading tournament scorer. The Black Panthers' record has fallen. Ronaldo saw the historical milestone, put it in his back pocket, and smiled at the cameras with perfectly capped teeth. And Uzbekistan. My beautiful Uzbek brothers. You tried. You really did. You brought your boots, you tied your laces, but you stepped onto the pitch and instantly realized you were just unpaid extras in a Cristiano Ronaldo Netflix documentary. You were not playing a football match. You were participating in a globally televised execution. You were completely starstruck. You were defending him like you were afraid to ruin his jersey with your bare hands. But wait. Hold the absolute phone. The most shocking, reality-breaking moment of the entire match didn't even involve Ronaldo scoring. It was a free kick. Portugal wins a direct free kick in a ridiculously dangerous area. We all know the script. We have seen it a million times. Ronaldo stands over it. He does the deep breath. He takes the wide stance. He pulls up his shorts. He prepares to launch the ball directly into the 4-man wall. But no, a massive glitch in the matrix. The simulation completely breaks. Nuno Mendes steps up. Ronaldo actually let another human being take a free kick. Did he lose a bet? And what happens? Mendes absolutely thundercunts out a stunning, swerving strike right into the net. The internet is entirely broken. Pigs are physically flying. Hell has officially frozen over. Nuno Mendes just scored a free kick while Cristiano Ronaldo watched with his own 2 eyes. And then, just when you think Uzbekistan cannot possibly suffer any more indignity, the universe decides to play a cruel, twisted, sick joke on them. Abduvohid Nematov, the goalkeeper, the man whose only job is to keep the ball out of the net. He decides that if Portugal is going to score this many goals, he wants to join the party. He wants to get his name on the score sheet too. An absolutely catastrophic own goal. He completely bungles it into his own net. Nematov, my brother, look away. Delete your social media immediately. Throw your phone into the Gulf of Mexico. Move to a remote cabin in the woods and change your name to John Smith. You just scored a comical own goal in front of 1 billion people on global television. You are going to be on YouTube fail compilations until the end of time. 89th minute. The Uzbekistani players are physically on their knees. They are begging the referee to blow the whistle. They are asking for mercy. But Roberto Martinez looks at his bench, rubs his bald head and says, "Let's make it hurt just a little bit more." He brings on Rafael Leão, the man who normally jogs around the pitch with a massive goofy smile like he is playing a Sunday charity match. But tonight, Leao actually decides to sprint. You bring on Rafael Leão against defenders who have been chasing shadows in the Texas humidity for 90 minutes. That should be considered a war crime by the Geneva Convention. Leão receives the ball, looks at the top corner, and unleashes an absolute heat-seeking missile. Bang! 5-0. Top pins. The goalkeeper didn't even dive. He just admired the absolute audacity of the strike. The final whistle blows. The massacre is officially over. 5-0. Portugal violently bounces back from their opening draw and sends a terrifying, deafening message to the rest of the planet. The 41-year-old cyborg is completely fully charged. His battery is at 100%. And he is absolutely not dying anytime soon. Roberto Martinez survives the fraud allegations for another week. If you loved watching history being entirely rewritten, if you loved watching defenders get put into an absolute blender in Texas, you know exactly what to do. Smash that subscribe button. Destroy the like button until your mouse permanently breaks into 1 million tiny plastic pieces. We are here all tournament long, watching the legends feast, exposing the frauds and providing pure, unfiltered, toxic football heritage. Pray for whoever has to play this Portuguese super team next. Stay toxic, stay loud, and I will see you in the next one.